All right, y'all. If y'all came from my Instagram, sorry I'm delivering late, but let's go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna show y'all how to make this beautiful seafood baked potato. All right, so let's dig into the ingredients. So we have our shrimp here. These are large. I have some flour. I'll drop the measurements in the comments per usual. I have a diced onion. I also have some green onion, some celery. Ew, don't eat celery like that. That's why it's little. Minced garlic, crawfish tails. I also have some cream cheese. I have butter, 2 sticks, unsalted as well. I have some chicken broth. I have some heavy whipping cream, salt, pepper, Old Bay, parsley, and some Creole seasoning that I found at Kroger's. Kroger's is my favorite store, so most of the stuff that I have comes from Kroger's, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. And I also have some chives, but the chives are just for me to garnish the top with. So these are the ingredients. So let me go ahead and show y'all how to make this masterpiece. Oh, and baby, how did I forget about the Old Bay? Yeah, that's my bay. So you start off with some potatoes. I did clean them and scrub them down. So then you wrap them up in some foil paper like so. I'm such a perfectionist, y'all. Let me tell y'all, that foil paper was getting on my nerves. I wanted every piece of that little patata covered up, okay? So excuse me. But yep, this is the finishing result. So while those bad boys are baking, you're gonna let them bake for about a good 2 hours. That's what I let mine do. So you're gonna put your butter in the skillet and let it melt. So then you add your minced garlic. You're going to add your onion. You're going to add your celery. And you're going to let it saute for a little bit. And I don't have my handy dandy whisk, but y'all know me, whisk, whisk, whisk. So you just keep mixing it well. So then this is when you add the flour. So when you add the flour, you add a little bit at a time. Well, I didn't. I don't know why. But you add a little bit at a time. Don't add as much as me. And you just make sure you whisk, whisk, whisk. And then as it starts to thicken up, you add more and you just keep whisking. All right, so then you come in with the chicken broth. You see how it's starting to like brown a little bit. You don't want it to get too dark though. So you add in a little chicken broth and you whisk. I was working with one hand at the time. I don't know what the hell I was doing, so y'all gotta forgive me. But yeah, you usually pour and whisk. And I don't know what I burned. Y'all, I don't know why it's smoking. Look, man, look. All right, so with my cream cheese, I did decide to like break it up into a few little chunks to try to help it break down better. Last time I made this and I actually sold the place, I didn't do a stick of the cream cheese. I actually had my friend to buy some cream cheese spread that came in like a little container, and that was way easier to do. So you can use the cream cheese blocks or you can use like the little cream cheese spread. It doesn't matter, they both have the same effect and the same taste. All right, so I just keep whisking, whisking, whisking. One thing that I forgot to show in the video, I did add a little bit of my shredded cheese in. It was just a handful though, because it wasn't kind of thick enough like I wanted it, and I didn't want it runny all over the potatoes. Okay, so I added in my heavy whipping cream. And you just make sure you keep whisking. Like, your hand is not supposed to stop. I don't know what I was really doing the first time when I was pouring it in, but you're really just supposed to whisk as you go. And I don't know if I told y'all, but I have my eye on medium heat. So you just keep going. Now you see it's kind of thickening up. I think this is when I added the cheese, maybe not. It really doesn't matter. As long as you're at this part, you can get that cheese put in there. So it doesn't matter when you put it in, after you've already had the sauce made. All right, so then you add in your meat. So I added in my crawfish tails. I had them seasoned with the Old Bay. I don't know why I did not show that part. And that's what you see there. The color, that's the seasoning. It's the Old Bay. So then you add in your shrimp, and I also had those seasoned with Old Bay as well. So you just mix it thoroughly. Now, Two things that you can do different is you can take the crawfish tails and the shrimp, and you can cook them and saute them by themselves, and then add them cooked into the sauce, or you can let them cook in the sauce. I chose to do it this way because I only wanted to have one skillet. I really didn't want to have a lot of dishes to wash, so I just wanted to make a one skillet wham and bam. But you can do it either way. When you doing it, you do it how you like it. You don't have to do it exactly like me. You tweak it out yourself. All right, so then I went through and I sprinkled some Old Bay on top. I sprinkled, sorry, some of the Creole seasoning, some parsley, some salt, and some pepper, and just made sure that I mixed it really well. Whisk, whisk, whisk. So mix it well, get that top put on top of it, and you let that cook for a good 25 minutes. So after it cooked, I went ahead and got my potato, went ahead and cut it open, and I did go ahead and season it with salt and pepper. It was so hot. Oh my gosh, I love potatoes, and this by far was the best potato that I had. But so I kind of bust it open, and then I kind of like scoop some out so it doesn't, so it kind of sits on top of it, kind of like where you can scoop it up and you don't have to really necessarily dig into the potato to get some of that meat out of there, the potato meat. So I just did it myself with a big spoon. I just opened it up and got to chopping it up so it can lay on top. Okay, and again, you make these how you want them. So I started off with cheese on top of mine. If you don't want to do cheese, you don't have to do cheese first. I did cheese because I'm a cheesy person. I like cheese. So that's why I started off with the cheese. And I let it melt a little bit. I let it sit on top of there because I like cheese. So then I went ahead and started to put some of it on top. I started off with not much because I didn't know how it was going to run out and I didn't want a big mess. So you just go ahead and start placing your sauce on top of your potato. Yeah, I am so lame. But anywho, so after that, I went ahead and put some parsley on top. I put a little bit more salt and pepper on top. I put my more cheese, my sour cream, my etceteras, baby, because when I do potatoes, I like them all the way. I do not like those soft bacon bits. I like the hard, crunchy bacon bits that come in the can. So that's the only thing that I would change about this recipe. And I did also take some of the juice and sit it back on top. Man, when I tell y'all this potato, woo chile, you gotta try it out for yourself. And everyone that bought one from me, man, it sold out so quick. Everybody was mad. They was like, look, I told them to pre-order, so it's really their fault. But look, you don't even have to buy it from me. Here you go, do it yourself. So per usual, I'm gonna let the visuals do the rest for y'all. Let me go ahead and just show y'all, my little 1-2. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. If you tried this out and you loved it, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you did different. Let me know how you felt about it. And let me know what you like to see next time. Bye.